The reason why we will always have this back and forth is because we will always see the lane switch, and we do not have another lane to switch to. We gotta ride for this for black culture. We can't say
it's ours. That's all we got.
Like he said, when the Jamaican guy, the Nigerian guy, the Haitian guy shoot somebody, they put it on our culture. They don't say Nigerian man shoots Asian woman. They don't say that.
Black guy.
It was a black dude. What do y'all think of when you think of black people? Do you think of Americans, or do you think of everybody with brown skin? See?
Nah, yeah, that shit is tricky. It's tricky.
Come on.
It's tricky.
We not. This conversation is horrid.
Yeah. we fresh off the plane fucking. Y'all are getting a podcast.
Y'all
you almost didn't get a podcast today.
Podcast episode 212.
Yes, sir.
I felt like that intro was horrible, but we're fresh off the plane, believe it or not. It's been a travel day. It's been a long day. I'll say that.
Yeah, we jet laggy, y'all. We jet laggy.
I don't know if we even in focus. I don't know if the shit is square.
Don't do that.
Right?
We definitely in focus. I feel like I'm a little dark on this side, but it's fine.
I had the shades on because I feel like my eyes look fuckery. I'm gonna just take them off midway through. But hey, the vibes are still up though.
Yes,
the vibes are definitely
we had a great
still
weekend.
Up.
It's funny because we was actually considering not doing a pod this week. We was gonna say, we'll take baby shower week off. But then we said, we'll be back and we may not have a bunch of shit to talk about, but at least we can still deliver an episode. So shout out to y'all for being here on a Tuesday. It's happening with us. We don't take it for granted. Y'all the reason why we still say fucking to come in, because we know y'all fuck with this joint every single Tuesday. Rock with your boys. But we are fresh back from the city of Seattle, Washington. Big shout out to everybody in the 206. It was my first time there for my niece's baby shower. It was beautiful. But I want to start off with you. You the daddy to be.
I should have worn
I only wore this shirt because I said, let me get the most uncle shirt that I got. I wanted to have the most uncle vibe for this podcast. So I said, let me,
yeah, you do. That is a Gone Fishing shirt.
Yeah, so I said, let me put on my uncle shirt because I am my uncle to be. But, I mean, hey, how you feeling? I mean, it was your big day. It was beautiful. We seen the pictures.
I've never had a birthday party or a party that was just about me. And I ain't going to say this one is just about me because it was for me and A-Train. And, but planning the whole thing and then seeing it come to life was probably the best part of the whole thing. Like, for us to aim so small with it, we wanted to be real chill and real intimate with it. We didn't want to get no big venue or anything like that. Well, at first we did. We was going to get an Airbnb and then just do it at an Airbnb. But to just keep it with the fam at the crib, it was so dope. The pictures came out great, but other than that, overall, it was just overwhelming. I'll say that. I knew I was creating like a core memory when it was happening. Terrell, I'm going to turn this shit off if your black ass not going to pay attention.
My bad. We just hit a home run.
Bitch ass niggas not paying attention. Having the fam there, Terrell was there, Kelly was there, my parents was there. Having the fam there to mix and mingle with A-Train's fam in Seattle, I think that was a big, like, surreal experience for me. Just, when you live on two different coasts, it's like I see all of the people over here, and then when I go over there, I see all of the people over there, but you never see those two worlds collide. So seeing everybody come together in one, and then it was like a clean mesh. I mean, that's all you can ask for. But I will say to anybody that might be watching that bought something on the registry, because I had a few of y'all buy a couple things on the registry. Anybody that was at the baby shower in Seattle, just appreciate all the love that we get during this time. And we know that we don't take it for granted because not everybody is blessed in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or not everybody has a village like we do. So It does not go unappreciated. Everything that everybody did, from the fact that everybody helped us set up and all of that.
Yeah. It was dope for us because I don't live with my parents no more, you know? We don't live together. Like, we go over there for, you know, hella dinners and stuff like that, but I'm never with them through the late night and the mornings no more like when we grew up. So it was dope to be out there in an Airbnb with them and my sister again on some, we just all in the house kicking it at night shit. So that was dope leading up to the baby shower, because I got there on Friday night. I flew out Friday night, and the baby shower was the next day. So we had that night. Next morning was dope. Mm-hmm. Man, it was a beautiful event, man. Terrance he's throwing 2 baby showers. They had to throw one out there, and then they're going to throw one out here. And we was blessed to be able to go out there to that joint. I have never been to Seattle. Let me tell y'all, that flight is brutal to get there. Oh, my God. We hit like hour 3. I said, we got to be there by now.
I say it's one of the toughest flights to take. It's a 5-hour straight. What would you just point at, Terrell?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. It's a 5-hour straight flight. It will definitely kick your ass. I mean, you're sitting there, and you know you don't really move your legs at all when you're really on a plane. That shit just beats my ass every time. I mean, it's worth it though, because I don't like layovers. But anyway, if you saw the pictures on my Instagram, then you know that we revealed the name of my daughter. Her name is Sunny. Can't wait to meet her.
Yes, sir.
The name is out there. I don't know. We weren't hiding the name, but somebody said, is there a story behind it? There's no story behind the name Sunny. Her mother picked the name. A-Train picked that name, and we just loved the way that it sounded. A-Train loves the sun. And when we first started our relationship, A-Train used to send me pictures of the sun. Like, when the sun goes down, A-Train would just send me a picture of it.
Oh, yeah, some sunset, sunrise type shit. And now
She's
y'all
definitely one of them. Yeah.
Now y'all got another sun getting ready to rise.
Yeah, here comes the sun.
Crazy,
For sure,
but I
for
can't
sure.
wait for my Sunny B to get here. She gonna have everything she want from T.O.
Gonna have everything she want from Dada. I ain't gonna need to, yo. It's like, nah, I'm just playing. But
my experience in first class normally be fire. Normally I fuck with the food. Normally I'm fucking with the whole vibe situation. When we got on this joint, y'all, oh my God, that I ain't gonna get on here in that class. It's like it's a fucking big deal. But I mean, my power outlets didn't work.
oh,
I'm sorry, y'all. We on a 5-hour plane. My phone on 40, computer on 35. I said I ain't gonna make it. All my shit died. The dude next to me was a scientist. He was pissed. He was working
pissed.
on a PowerPoint. I'm just trying to watch this movie. He was doing actual work. Can you imagine saying, yo, I'm gonna just get that work done when I'm on my plane?
nah, yeah, because I'm flying first class.
They
Shit
gonna
should
have
work.
power.
Yeah.
You done paid way extra for the ticket.
Y'all, for me, I felt very out of place in first class just because of the way I was being treated. And sometimes this can happen. Sometimes hospitality can make you uncomfortable.
What you mean?
Like, sometimes being too hospitable, you will make somebody uncomfortable, because what is the big deal with me? You know what I mean? There was this older white lady who was the flight attendant. She was cool. She was a sweetheart, but I just felt like she was paying too much attention to me. You were asking me too many questions. Mind you, this isn't my first time in first class, so I know how shit goes, but like, I felt like she was treating me like they told her it was my first time in first class. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how. She says stuff like, we have blankets. I know, because I flew first class before. You know? We have ice, I'm thinking of that. Y'all say I get triggered by stuff, but to me,
Oh, okay, you know, because that
it's like-
song, King, you do get triggered
and
by
like,
stuff.
if I look up, she would already be looking at me and go, are you okay? Yes! But like, this the bad thing, y'all. I'm in the very first seat. That means when you come in.
Oh, you was in 1A
I'm in
or
one, I think it's 1C.
Yeah.
Because it's A, B, C, and D. If you get on as soon as you get on the plane, you're going to see me like this. And I'm going to keep it 100. I felt so out of place because I got to keep it 100 with y'all. I got an older white couple here, like an older Asian couple here, white lady beside me, older white couple behind me, and then there's me. You know? I had on my Kobe shirt with the big Kobe. I had both my chains on. I had my watch on because I was flying. I didn't want to pack it, but I felt like, and this is how I knew it was bullshit. The lady said, one of the white Caucasian lady beside me, white Caucasian, she said, "What do you do?" I don't have to tell you shit. What the fuck do you do?
Right.
Like, why do you want to know? But I mean, of course, I told her what I do, but then I felt like, why am I telling you why I'm up here? That's what it felt like. I'm telling you why I made it right here when I didn't really feel like doing that. And that's why I was going to say this is my only takeaway, y'all. Sometimes you think I want to fly first class so I can be more comfortable. Mm-hmm. But I done got up there, and based on the community up there, I was actually less comfortable than I would be in my commercial seat. I was wishing that I was back there. Leave me the fuck alone. Y'all not gonna ask me shit when I'm back here.
I throw the beats on and put it in that little noise, what's the name mode?
But you see, that was fucking me up because I had on the AirPod joints.
The Mac, yeah.
And she's doing this, and I'm like, I gotta keep.
That's the worst.
Fuck do you want?
I will talk to you while my headphones are on. And you know what? Like, even at the gym here sometimes, not here, but I think I'm at home. At my joint, I be in the gym and people be wanting to come talk to you through your workout. It's like, I'm not going to keep taking my beats off and stopping for you.
Nah, yeah, and I'm not a chatty guy in the gym.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I really don't mind it.
You do mind it. You just said
No, I don't mind it at all. But if you like in another thing type where I got to keep, yeah. That's just the worst period. That's just the worst period. I might as well
take these off. Shit.
Did you get what meal did you get on your joint?
What you mean? What
meal? I got a pasty ass.
What you talking about?
They ain't give you no meal on your first class joint? They supposed to give you some food up there.
This the thing. I fell asleep, and that was the thing. I fell asleep apparently when all the food came because I did KO. I fell asleep, and when I woke up, she said, "Did you want some water?"
We need to see some.
She said, "Look." She said, "Do you want some water?" Oh, you were asleep for a long time. Yeah.
Terrance, maybe sometimes you do too much.
Terrell, did you just hear me explain my experience?
She's doing her job on that line. That last part, all right.
I just felt like I was in Get Out. I'm getting ready to go under the plane. On my Daniel Kaluuya shit. I don't believe I'm gonna die in no hurry. Bro, I'm telling you, that was the most uncomfortable because I didn't know what she was on. That's all I'm gonna say. She probably was, like I said, she was a sweetheart. She probably meant nothing. That's the problem. Being too nice sometimes, you can make somebody feel uneasy.
The issue is once you were initially triggered, it just all started to connect to each other. Different things that may not have even been trying to trigger you, but now you creating this big ass. Have y'all seen Inside Out?
I got Shawty right here looking at me. Are you good? Are you good? Lady right here. How did you get up here? What do you do? Oh, hey.
I was going to tell you, they probably thought you was a baller. You look like...
I need this joint. Where's my curtain?
They probably thought you was Paul George.
What are you dressed like?
We've got a clipper on the plane.
Niggas dressed like Donald. You're dressed like, what's the nigga's name? Is it Donald Glover from Gone Fishing? It's not Donald Glover.
Danny Glover.
Because
you an old nigga. Young niggas was with you for a second until you switched it to Danny.
He got a Danny. Y'all Google Danny Glover. Terrell looked just like a young version.
I was going to buy this. You got a little...
Oh, good, man. We just was... y'all believe it or not, this Seattle sweater I got on a...
You look like a nigga that went to Dartmouth. You look like you went to Dartmouth.
Just wanted to be warm on the plane. Terrell, what do you look like you went to?
You look like you black, but all your friends are white. Here, and then when you start talking, we be like, oh.
This nigga dressed like a straight fisherman. You look like you work at a pier, boy. This nigga sells fresh bait. Fuck out of here. This nigga got bloodworms, squid. I got fish heads. What you looking for? What you fishing for? What we catching? Ain't nobody even in there. He talking to himself. What we hooking up? That's his crazy ass back there. He got a rod in his hand. This nigga got a fishing rod at a basketball game. Everybody looking at this nigga.
Hey, we gotta plan that fishing trip for Dad.
Nah, we do. We
got a fishing trip. We gotta plan a fishing trip to get back on that water because we actually did grow a fish. Y'all know that about us. But nigga
look like a fish.
Oh wow, Terrance was at the baby shower. We posted the clips from the last podcast, right? Went up a little bit later in the week, hit my boy Leo right before I got on the plane with the 2 joints. So he chefed it up, put them joints up there. All of a sudden, at the baby shower, my phone just a little too active. And I see, shout out to Sound, Complex Ambition. I saw him, mention me and you with the flame. And I'm like, what's happening on Twitter? So I get on Twitter and this motherfucker Terrance, he was talking about Cardi B. That shit went crazy. He ended up getting attacked by Bardigang. And what was crazy about it, before you even go,
I'm not about to go far on that.
or just before you even address it, this was the most compromising, weird position for me. Because Terrance goes viral and everybody's saying, yes, he's facts. He was spitting. He was saying facts. Where are these guys? I need to see their podcast because you see, they give it up the right way. They speaking facts. Who are them? Oh, they speaking facts. I need to find their show. I'm sitting there knowing that I'm on the other side of this Cardi B conversation. So y'all about to go to the episode and realize y'all agree with him.
No, but the best
Not
thing
me.
is they gonna see the opposing argument though.
I mean, yeah, and that's what makes for good. That's what makes for good conversation. But at the same time, I was like, just make sure y'all check out some of the other episodes where I also have some takes that you might work with, if you see. But
I told you she was gonna get up soon as we started. Go ahead, Terrell.
how'd you feel about getting attacked by Bardigang?
Honestly, for real, I think sometimes I know for a fact the way that you say stuff and the way things are posted, they get received in a much more aggressive way. You know what I'm saying? Me and Terrell were talking about how to give somebody constructive criticism or to constructively give your feedback in 2024, you got to be very forgiving of every single factor outside of around your actual opinion. Meaning if you think that carrots are nasty, you can't just say, I think carrots are nasty. Never liked them. They've always been flat my whole life. I never liked carrots. People almost will like find a reason to say that you're being harsh for your honest opinion. They want you to they'd rather you say, I know some people like carrots. I know there's some people who enjoy. They want you
You
to
got to
be
add
more,
all of the
Yeah.
disclaimers around what you said.
Yeah. I think the joint went viral for a certain reason. I think it was weird to see some of the fans create their own narrative.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Y'all said the video was the best video because that was the tweet that Cardi B had responded to. She said, or somebody said that we said it was the best album of 2018. Y'all know if you a part of the Realest Nine or you've been fucking with me and Terrell for that long, y'all know that is a bold-faced lie. You know? And it's like,
we enjoyed the album, but
I
everybody had Astro World pegged for album of the year in 2018 when we were in the year. Looking back, some people sometimes will pick the Push joint, some people pick Nip, or they'll pick Astro World, but everybody agrees that
I didn't think Victory Lap was the best rap album of that year at all in 2018. I didn't think Victory Lap was the best rap album that year until Nipsey passed away and I went and gave it a different look.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Victory Lap sounds different because he died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's songs on Victory Lap that sound different because he died.
Right.
That's why I think that album was before its time. That album appreciated. Same thing that I said in the about Travis Scott in our Astro World video. It's one of our biggest videos that we ever did.
First one to hit up, second one to hit up.
I loved Astro World. I said the music was going to appreciate, and it did. We didn't even really pick up. We never said this is the best album of 2018 that year. And I think that's what Cardi and her fan base was running with. They wanted to make it seem like we didn't fuck with the album. Like we said, when you have an opinion about some shit and it goes against or it makes the person you talking about look bad, their fan base is definitely going to have their back regardless of what. And they will take it to far extents. That's all I'll say. They'll definitely take it there. So if you're not ready for that heat, then do not put yourself in the kitchen. Because me, I have thick skin. But I know some of y'all don't. I've talked to a lot of people online and I realized, okay, you wouldn't really be good in my seat.
Nah, yeah.
You know?
You know what's crazy about a nigga like me that they say has historically bad takes or you got bad takes or whatever? I will have my own opinion and I don't give a fuck if motherfuckers like it or agree. I feel like I have an opinion that people would agree with though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I also understand that not everybody think like me. And I feel like we need to all kind of think like that.
Yeah.
I was telling Terrance the other day that nowadays, people don't even really get a chance to have their own opinion because we finding out shit on Twitter And then before we can even think about our own opinion, we're already being influenced by scrolling up an inch and a half, and now you got replies already.
Yeah.
People,
there's already a narrative before you can build your opinion. There's already a bias or a swing.
Before you can look at the facts of something and like really do research, whatever, once you read a headline, you already being influenced to have a difference of opinion. So I always felt like, that's why I don't mind that some people say have bad takes, but this is the thing. When you got a platform or when you got a lot of followers, your bad takes look bad to more people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it is. You gotta be ready when you're gonna step out into this content creation space.
It's funny because some of you create content and you've went viral for the wrong reason. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I remember I was looking at that little that podcast that's like, they're not that big at all, but they have one clip that just went viral. And it's like, it's not for the good reason, you know?
Oh yeah, and that'd be the worst.
Real quick, not trying to sour everybody out, but one thing I did want to bring to the podcast and say her name is the Sonya Massey case where the cop shot her because she had the hot boiling pot of water. Mm-hmm. I feel like if you haven't done your research on that or you haven't just looked into that, I feel like it's definitely worth checking out because I think it's another one of those big bullshit cases where it's like, okay, you know, this is where it feels like we're treated in an inhumane way. Uh-huh. Like I don't care what y'all say. I do not see them gunning down any other woman other than a black woman over a fucking pot of water. I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Nah, yeah.
Like seriously killing somebody because they have a pot of water. Not even like
and they called the cops. Told you at the beginning, please don't. What did she say? Don't shoot me or don't kill me. Something like that. The fact that she even had to say those words. It's crazy, man. Now, the officer is in custody, and he's already charged, right? So, this isn't a situation where, you know, the officer got off the hook, and people want to try to point that out by saying, I don't know why they're making it a big deal. The officer was charged. You know what I'm saying? Or, it's because y'all are used to us talking about an officer that's not charged. But guess what?
It doesn't matter if he's charged. This is bullshit.
It still happened, and that's what people are mad about. It's not about.
Can we get a hate bill? Can we get some rights that protect us from bullshit like that? Because
I'm not about to.
Yeah, he's charged, but like that. Hey, I'm not trying to get so sour on it. It's so deep.
I ain't gonna say about
y'all. It's like,
yeah. All of the Trumpians that were in my mentions about our pod the last week. That motherfucker is trying to give complete immunity to the cops. Did y'all see him on stage say that? I want to give the police federal immunity or whatever. So a situation like Sonya Massey, that cop wouldn't be in jail. He would never been charged.
And why would he want to do that? Well, like that doesn't make any sense. What does he mean full immunity?
Ask the motherfuckers. Ask the people that you know.
And y'all know. Look, fuck it. Not here to be...
Not even trying to do that, but it was a sad-ass story that we had.
Shooting somebody over a pot of water, I don't give a fuck if she did throw it at him. I think it's bullshit. What are you a cop for? I feel like that's like, okay, she got steaming hot boiling water. If it touches your skin, it can...
I'm not going to act like... Terrence, hold on, wait.
You do not have to take somebody's life because they have... I don't think you need to take somebody's life, and maybe it's just me. I don't think if you over there and you have a knife, I should shoot you because you could throw the knife.
No, you're right about that.
Like, I feel like I have the lethal weapon and you have a dangerous weapon.
I don't know why they didn't tase her if it was that serious.
Okay, yeah, like, see, I get that it's a threat, the water. I get it. I'm not going to act like boiling water isn't scary. It's just...
At the end of the day, you can't die. If she throw this water being thrown on you, as bad as that would be, wouldn't kill you. Just like her getting tased, as bad as that would hurt, it wouldn't kill her. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen people practice restraint with motherfuckers coming at them with a knife.
De-escalation is a thing. Did you see how he talked to her? And she said something like, what was the word she said? It was like, Lord, I forget what she said. Not take Jesus, take the wheel, but she said something like that. Like, oh, I gotta almost look and see. But he said, I'll shoot you in the fucking face. What?
No, yeah, that's wild.
And when he said that, he draws on her. Put that fucking water down. Have you ever had a gun pointed at you? I have.
No, yeah.
Do you know how, like, low-key frightening that is? It low-key looks like, if you ever had a gun pulled on you for real, it looks like the very end of your life. But that wasn't it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best example of it. It looks like the end of your life. The last thing that you see before the end. That's why if somebody, even me and Terrell, it's like, bro, it's always like, whoa. Because just the sight of it, it'll make you cower down. And that's what she did when they did that. And think they cops, they in your house.
You already think they gonna shoot you. She said from the beginning.
Don't shoot me.
Yeah. Now I got a gun drawn on me and now I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. But definitely wanted to speak her name.
And you see.
And we'll continue to. Yep.
Last thing I'll say. We get put into crazy situations and we get judged like we supposed to have a crazy, like...
Yes. Like I'm
instinct. Like I'm supposed to just kick in and be able to handle 2 motherfuckers with guns on me.
Nah,
like, hold up. Even if I go to, they're going to shoot me if I reach, they yelling, they're not pleasant. You know what I'm saying? They not trying to help me. It's really like, oh, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking face. Whoa, y'all not here to help me. There's some different shit.
You said some real shit about when it's a gun pointed at you because it does feel like you can't even really think.
Yeah, like, whoa, hold on, wait.
The thought of the end, it keep you from thinking. So if you point a gun at me and then say, when your birthday? I might go, May 15th. You know why? Because
you registered a gun.
I'm not ready to respond the way that you're asking me right away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just a very small example. But shit crazy, bro.
It's crazy. Rest in peace to her.
Rest in peace
to her. That's a fucked up situation. We need some fucking rights. Come on. Kamala, let's get it.
You ain't gonna get it from Kamala. Better vote local.
Because I feel like even when things happen to other races just like that, how many times do we have to see a bullshit case like this before we get a special law for us? Because there's special laws for other people that...
You're right. Just understand. Well, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it a thing. Rest in peace to that woman who lost her life for no damn reason.
Yeah, but what? No. You got to drown all of that out, because if you let somebody talk you out of a place that God has put you in, you are going to find yourself in hell. I know for a fact that what I'm doing is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, because for everyone who is a critic, I have thousands of used to be emails from people saying, this changed my life. Oh my God, you know me. Oh my God, you saw me. How did you know this about my life, my family? So that is what is important to me. We're talking a large portion of my fans who are disenfranchised, who cannot get in the Volvo and go to therapy on the weekend. So you've got this highbrow Negro who is all up in the air with his nose up looking at everything. And then you got people like where I come from and me who are grinders, who really know what it's like, whose mothers and were caregivers for white kids and were maids and housekeepers and all of these beauticians.
What the fuck are you talking about? I swear to God, I'm trying not to be like, go there
now
with
deliver
it.
a tape without all of the emotion. So,
what are you talking about? Mothers were maids and cooked for white people. You should hang it up. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? For the critics, we're highbrow. TP, do you know what you sound like you're saying? Oh, I know I'm serving a hungry man and calling it gourmet, but these niggas come from the dirt, so they don't know what quality is. You're basically telling me your core fan base, they don't know quality films. They tell me that the shit that I'm putting out, it changes their life. So if anybody has anything to say, well, what do you have to say about this person? Because, hey, she was a maid. Do you know she was a maid and used to serve white people? And she loves my movies. They make her feel good. Okay, bet. So, like, when do you leave, like, that cul-de-sac and come up here where we talking about, like, the actual art, you know? Where you give a fuck. Because your movies aren't good and you're saying people tell me that they changed their life.
I would also challenge Tyler Perry to tell me who told you that A Fall from Grace changed their life.
How did divorcing black change somebody's
life? Who told
life?
you that Mea Culpa changed their life, Tyler? Because you want to call niggas highbrow when you the highest brow nigga.
The highest brow. Mr. Wrote Direct.
Got
Story
stepping on
by
motherfuckers'
everything.
sets. Yeah, he be telling directors move out the way. Remember the girl put out her joint, she was like, we will plan a whole day. Tyler will come to the set and change everything.
Of course.
We know what type nigga you are, Tyler.
You're the highbrow.
You the highbrow, and you make trash-ass movies. And guess what? You know what I told Candace? I was telling Candace this. That excuse that Tyler used about how people love my films and they changed their life, that shit was true back in the day.
It was. Your
early
films did.
2000s, you could have got, I mean, not early 2000s, but that
early
2008,
2000s.
9, and beyond wave.
Your plays definitely changed people's lives.
Yeah,
my family included.
My grandmother, mom, they all love those films. Now.
And you got them and they're stuck based on like that. And my thing is this. You have to be willing, and this is for anybody listening to this, you need to be willing to accept feedback. Whether you want to publicly accept it or not. You don't have to ever publicly accept it. Y'all know how much feedback me and Terrell take from y'all. We might not get on here and say it.
Yes.
But me and Terrell definitely hear you. Imagine me and Terrell, y'all say, y'all niggas don't post enough. Y'all niggas don't do enough. But I say, well, have you seen my Astro World video? It has 1.5 million views. People love me. Trust me. What does that have to do with me saying you can improve? Like,
and you know what I gotta say, Terrence? I feel like we started to see how the industry changed you, therefore it changed your art. Because people write what they know. Tyler Perry went from making movies about dysfunctional families to movies about dysfunctional relationships.
Right.
It went from Medea's family. It was a family aspect of it. Even with like Diary Mad Black Woman, we showing up at the cookout. It's a family situation. What's wrong with such and such's husband over there?
Yeah, there was so much family.
It was so much family. Even with stuff like Why Did I Get Married? Where it's friend groups. It's still a family aspect of that. That had more black realism to it, even with some of the coonery buffoonery.
Yep.
Now we get stuff like, think about it. That nigga changed ever since he did the joint where Journey Smollett Bell was stepped
it's
out.
Not addiction.
It's temptation.
Temptation.
Think about it.
That movie was
Temptation.
predictable but fire.
I love that one.
We loved it.
That was good.
Yeah.
But you did that. You did Acrimony. You did A Fall from Grace. You did Mea Culpa. Now you did this. You also did a relationship movie that was back in the day. I never got to see that one. And when I say back in the day, it was like damn near segregation, slavery days. But it just seemed like TP, now I don't know why he do that. He need to get back to, now he still got his shows.
It seems like he's just trying to put attractive people in front of the camera now.
Yes.
I got a movie where Megan Good is getting treated like shit and she has a family. She's treated like shit. But like, there's that. Then there's the Devontae Rhodes joint. Mea Culpa. It just kind of seemed like
it's a bunch of lust and fucking
IDK.
Tyler, I don't know what's up with you, but you highbrow nigga, and I hope he see. I think he saw.
Terrell, hey, look, I'm not here to create enemies. I'm here to keep it 100. That's why I say keep it 100 or keep it to yourself. Don't podcast and don't say you're gonna talk about shit if you're gonna be afraid to stand on the opposite side. Tyler Perry is a legend in my eyes. I don't hate him. If I saw him, he gets my respect before I'm gonna say, "Hey, your last movie was trash." If it's me and Tyler Perry in an elevator, he might only hear the love part. I would tell him, "Fuck that." He wouldn't only hear the love because if it's me and Tyler Perry in the elevator, I would say, "You're a legend, but come on."
Yeah,
you know. And man to man, he wouldn't want to hear shit that I had to say. But
I wouldn't even say any. Like if he came in like the restaurant or something I was at. Yeah. I wouldn't really be the guy to go over and say, yo, I fuck with you.
Not at all. I respect you, though.
I respect you, yeah.
Because I do think you are black excellence. You are a legend. The movies you did before as a younger filmmaker, your gold jacket.
Yeah, for
Your
sure.
first ballot, but the bad thing is you still taking snaps. We're going to still judge your game. As long as you keep taking snaps, we're going to still judge your game. When you hang it up, we're going to call you a legend. You could do that. It could be Tyler Perry, executive produced, written by this great writer, directed by this great director. Why we ain't see it yet?
Facts. That's a really good analogy. Hey, yo, you getting a little bit sharper.
I'm about to have a daughter. It's time for me to pass that down, right?
He fucking lied to Terrance's face. He's not getting any sharper. He's a fucking moron. He's a
fucking asshole. You heard what he said about Cardi? He hated. Look, he loved invasion of privacy and then got online and said he hated it. Delusional.
First of all, I'm the nigga that was the Drake fan of the Kendrick beef. This nigga's not used to getting attacked with some bullshit.
Are you kidding me? Terrell, never act like you was in my seat first. I am somebody.
I was in your seat more currently than you now. That's all I'm saying.
I'll give y'all this.
Terrence, no, you had a bad run like 2018, 2019 niggas was killing
Terrell,
you.
no, pandemic, my run was
Terrence,
crazy.
no, your early J. Cole hate days
Terrell, you
might be some of the worst.
You have never, son, I have faced way tougher crowds than you. J. Cole, from the J. Cole shit. Kanye West in the Trump era, I was on the Kanye trying to help that nigga out.
Yeah, for sure.
Terrence, Balenciaga, when everybody was saying Balenciaga, this is child pornography, I was on the opposite side of that. Y'all end up wearing it again. Jada Pinkett, Will Smith, I was on the Jada Pinkett side of shit. Bro, I'm telling you. And I'm not doing it purposely.
John Morant,
I've been killed on
WNBA.
I remember when niggas used to hit, and this funny as shit. Y'all used to get in my tweets when I was talking about the WNBA, and y'all would be like, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Like, I'd be like, oh, this is dope. Asia Wilson is a beast, right? Or some shit. People be like, oh, who watches this bullshit? Nobody gives a fuck. I used to get so triggered by that. You know how you're not supposed to tell people what triggers you? That used to trigger the fuck out of me. And this before Caitlin Clark. So
it was post Kobe's death, and you knew how much it meant to Kobe.
So it started to mean a lot to me.
Now you about to have a girl. That's so dope.
Bro, yes. Girl dad was always in my 9. But look, the fact that I had to like watch people do that, and they had the anime, the first dude that did it had Dragon Ball Z joint. And I knew he was an anime dude. Remember when I got on the podcast and was like, what about, I used to get on here and get on anime in defense of WNBA? Bro, I'm telling you, I've taken L's.
I think I took the most. I've definitely.
You've been up there.
I don't like the Eagles.
Terrell, your Drake Kendrick run, you definitely took some L's.
I faced the motherfucking storm of them motherfucking Kendrick fans. Oh my God. And I'm one of y'all.
Terrell is.
No, you're not.
Y'all will be surprised. Terrell is like super smart, knowledgeable Kendrick. Like, that nigga did the damn documentary. To me, I think that's one of the best documentaries ever. At best musical documentaries ever. It's on Patreon. If we had a...
And did it before a lot of you niggas on YouTube. I see y'all drinks up there. My shit been behind the paywall for 4 years.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's on the Patreon. It's a classic, y'all. This nigga did it with a horrible ass mic. It low-key looks bad, but like the way he served that, you can't say Terrell's not a fan of Kendrick.
Bro, I have 2 Witches Betters under my belt with the niggas' music. Think about it. Our most iconic video ever, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Pacific Butterfly.
Damn, yeah, you was Kendrick.
But you know what? I can understand this dude.
Because you took the Drake side. You did pick a side.
Terrence, no, hold on, wait.
No L's. L's, you're getting too comfortable. Come on off that.
Come on, Ella. I'm not going to let you say that I picked a side because niggas that pick sides couldn't give credit to the other side, and y'all can never say I did it. Y'all can say I had a bias. I'll give you my bias, for sure. But you can never say I got on here and said, man, that shit wasn't even that good. Man, that shit ain't even Man,
that shit.
Y'all niggas was being hypocrites. And then y'all see what they just did to the What's the Dirt nigga? I saw that. And to me, it's no point in even having a conversation now because these fan bases have gotten to a point where, man.
They are going to wish harmful things.
It is, and I'm not even talking about that. That's the female hip hop side. We never had that type friction now. Well, look, you see they got bruh Page taken down. From his tweets.
They might be reporting it's Nicki. This the worst thing about the Cardi beef shit. The lotto page is like, hitting me with the Mimi gift. Hit them, whack them. I'm like, yo, stop antagonizing that. Then you got the Meg people coming in, bro.
I knew when I got followed by Certified Jared that I went way too far with the Drake shit.
Oh, shit.
Aubrey's attorney, all them niggas followed me.
Academics. This is why I fuck with this nigga. Whoa.
Even him tried to say, these niggas said Kendrick is a bitch. Remember?
Hold up, Act. Hold up. Put the caption right. This is something that I wanted to bring to the podcast. It's definitely a touchy topic. It's definitely a little political, but not. I know y'all see what's going on with Kamala Harris on the TL. Everyone talking about her race. Everybody's talking about she's not even black. She's not black. She doesn't identify as black. We have joked about Kamala Harris and hold up. Because I have a couple others that I could check off on the box. But I'll hit black because I make that pot of greens. But look, regardless of what you think, the conversation bigger than this is about the definition of black. One thing I really wanted to tell y'all, because this is really just a observation of mine, and I want to know if y'all agree with this. I feel like the definition of black changed over time, but I don't believe it changed the way that y'all think it did. Let me make it clear. This is just a perspective of a foundational black American. Somebody that is a descendant from American slavery, right? This is my current perspective on the definition of black and how it changed. Mm-hmm. Growing up, if you was mixed, meaning your mom was white, your dad was black, we said it's the one drop rule. Uh-huh. You take a drop of Hershey's chocolate and put it in some white milk, you are going to get a shade
of chocolate
milk.
Mm-hmm.
We used to say that if you had, you know what I'm saying, anything in you, you were black. Why do y'all think dating all the way back to slavery, you couldn't say that you was anything but black if you had that black in you? Where's that grand boy? Show me that grand boy. If they saw you was black in any way, oh yeah, you're done. You know, that's a crazy thing. So historically, we always, from this side,
in the U.S.,
we associated, if we say you was, like, think about it, like Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
Black.
Yes.
But you could say he was mixed.
Was he?
Yeah. Because, based on how people are saying what mixed is now. So let me not get too ahead of myself. No matter what you were mixed with, if you had color, we would say you were black, right?
Mm-hmm.
So going forward, this is where I believe it changed. It changed when we were all it changed when we all get in the same room and we started realizing that when we say we're black, you say you're Jamaican, you're Nigerian, you're East African. We say that we're black, and we would say you were black until we would be corrected.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not black. I'm Nigerian. Oh, no, I'm not black. I'm this.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we started feeling...
Shout out Nigerians.
Shout out to all of you. But that's where I feel like the foundationally black Americans started feeling the pushback, because it's like, oh, now there's a disconnect. Because it seems as though you started to see people on one end, people are conveniently black. Everybody's black. Come on, we're all black. But then when we start to, maybe if we get into it or whatever, then you start seeing that, oh, you don't even recognize yourself as black. You're Nigerian or wherever you come from. Mm-hmm. And I'm not, look. It seems as though we were looked down on because we don't have nowhere we could point back to.
Let me provide some perspective. So 1965, you get the 1965 Immigration and Humanity Act, whatever. That takes immigration from being very heavily biased towards European immigration and made it a lot more fair in terms of Africans being able to come over here. So you don't get the first wave of Africans migrating into the U.S. until the late 1960s, early 70s. That's when we start getting first waves of people coming over. We were legit referred to as, we used Negro and colored until 1980. 1980s Jesse Jackson wave, that's where they introduced African American as the respectable, political, this is the term you use for black folks. Black was also used alongside Negro and colored. Black. Negro, colored, black. No blacks, no Negro, no color. It was those three. African American was the respectable. So when people came over here, we were all put in that same bucket, African American.
With society, yeah.
As just black folks in the U.S.
Because it just kind of...
And for years, it was like that. They had their problems with us, right? The African booty scratcher trope and the things that they really went through and some of their experiences with us as youth. And the same thing with us, with them telling us we don't have a culture, we don't have a country, XYZ, growing up.
Yeah.
And then now we arrive here, present day, after years of...
And that's kind of like to the left of what I'm saying, because it definitely makes sense. All of those origins are true. But I think now it's a TL thing. It's not a history thing. I think the definition...
It's not just TL though, Ted. These
no,
are
not
real...
TL, but I mean like it's a history outside of slavery and back there. Like all of that back there and what happened coming here and how we were called African American. I'm talking about us in this country referring to each other as black has changed over the last 15 years. You know?
I would make it shorter than that.
Because like...
15 years ago, we had Obama. Everybody was black.
But you see, that's what I'm saying. 15 years ago, with Obama, he was black. Nobody was saying he got a white mama, though. Hold up. Nobody was saying that. And his father wasn't even from here.
He was Kenyan,
His father was from Kenya. So nobody was saying that he wasn't black. He's coined the first black president. The same thing people are saying about Kamala could have been said about Barack Obama and a lot of other historically black leaders. But this is what I've noticed. It seems like the resistance has come from the fact that it is very convenient to be black. People are black when it's convenient. One day you're black, and then the next day you're
something else.
You're not black, I'm Nigerian. That is what I think has created the divide and the challenge in somebody saying that they're black, because we've seen you be black in one room and then, oh, you're not black in this room. You're something different. Like we always hear that we're all the same when we talk like this. But when we say, yo, we're all the same, we hear from y'all that, oh yeah, but y'all don't have any culture. Y'all don't have any this. Y'all don't have any that. Yo, to me, I think that has changed the definition of black. Now people want to know where you're from. I think black has turned back into what you're talking about, like the origins. Black has turned back into African American. But, oh, no, I'm sorry.
Well, no.
Black has turned back into like your skin color.
No, black has returned back to
your skin color.
Its own. No, either you foundational black American or you an African American or you an African.
No.
Now it is that. Now it's that.
Terrell, now they saying black. Now black is, if your skin is black, you're black. You could just be a black Nigerian. You could be a black Indian. You're a black. So that's basically the new that's why I said the definition of black.
Oh, I get what you're saying, but I don't know if it's like that. Because think about it. You're right, though. There are black people in DR. There's black people in Cuba. There's black people everywhere.
Black people in Spain. There's black people everywhere.
But when you think about a foundational black American, that's different from the overarching you are black.
Right.
But, and that's the thing, when people say, yeah, but she not even black, it's because you're not, a lot of people And the one thing that we never had for real is you're never gonna get somebody in office that is a descendant of a slave. Barack father was Kenyan. His mama was white. He doesn't come from American slavery. Kamala, mama, is what? Something
Indian.
She's AAPI.
Oh, no.
You know, Pacific Islander or something like, you know.
Oh, yeah, her mother
AAPI.
Asian.
Her mother, AAPI. Her father's what, Jamaican? Something like that?
Father Jamaican.
You're never gonna get somebody who mama from North Carolina and dad was a slave, and her, great grandmother was a slave in office. You know why? They gonna take reparations and giving black folks what they really need. Way more serious than Barack or Kamala, who don't come from it. But you can still be the face for black folks.
You can still be the face
if
for
we
black
give you
folks.
a pot of greens.
But why? Because your skin is black.
Yes.
And this is what I'm saying. The bad thing now,
or you just black adjacent. So now we can.
And this is why people have a problem. I want y'all to think about when somebody says, let me say something about black people. Black people, stop right there. Everybody's thinking about black Americans with that person saying that statement.
Yes.
However, you'll see everybody is getting in this van before we close the door. Hold up. So everybody in here is black? You know, are we all in here black because of the entertainment part, because we all want to be fans? Or are we all in here black conveniently? Because guess what? If somebody say, let me tell you something about Spanish people. Oh, no, not Spanish. Look, let me tell you something about Dominican people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All black people can't relate.
Shout out my folks.
Only the black Dominicans, right? So they don't even they can take black off and just identify with Dominican. Black people, aka African American people, we can't do that. You know what I mean? We can't take off African American and put something else on. You're a foundationally black American.
Foundational black American.
Foundationally black American is the same thing.
Nobody says it like that though. It's just
So what?
foundational black American. FBA.
I'm saying you're a foundationally black American.
So my question to you is this then. What is your stance on it? Do you think people...
No.
Because my question to you, because you're saying it from your side and I get it. And I'm 100% with you because we both the same thing. For the sake of everybody listening to the podcast and devil's advocacy, there are people that have Dominican roots, that might have Puerto Rican roots, that have a black parent.
Yeah.
And they're told they not black.
Right.
So you see where it's just all like
yeah. But now
because some people want to be black. Because you're right. There's an overflow of people that look like us.
Yeah.
That when we all listening to Kendrick, we all black. Or when we all at the club, we all black. When the black comedian is telling a joke, hey, black folks, we all black. But when it comes to serious matters or socioeconomic shit, now you and you. But there's also people.
There's no way to detach. If they say black people are aggressive,
we can't detach from that.
You can detach from that instead of defending it because you have something else to go back to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that I'm saying is, mind y'all, I am not taking a stance more than I'm just speaking on the fact that the definition of black seems to be like this revolving door that keeps flipping. At one point, we're all black because we're all the same. But then at one point, when I say that I'm black, you say you're something else. When I say we're black, we have seen Africans and
Caribbeans,
other people
from everywhere
talk down on the, FBA black folks. That's why all I'm saying is I think now, just so everybody's clear, because that's why I said the Kamala Harris situation.
So, but what is your take on Kamala? How do you? I get what you're saying about how we are treated.
She is black.
So you think Kamala is black?
Well, put it like this: when you play the semantics with this,
well, that's the thing. I don't know if you agree or don't.
I think she's black.
You think Kamala is a black woman?
I think Kamala Harris is black. But she's not African American. You're an African American.
No, I'm not. I'm a black American. African American is a nigga that came from Nigeria, whose whole family from Nigeria, but his
See,
family
y'all?
came over here. That's an
This
African
shit
American.
is so confusing, and I get it. But like, do you see, like, African American used to just be you were an African in America back in the day.
You didn't want me to explain to Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson them made it so that all of us were the same thing professionally and politically.
Right, but we're not. That's why I'm
Well, we
saying
not.
by
So
your ethnicity is African American. You,
No, I'm Black American. I am a Black American.
Terrell, you're fucking African American too, right? Because Kamala Harris is a Black American too.
She's not. She has no Black
she's
American blood, Terrance.
Terrell, she's Black and she's from America.
Okay, T, now you changing definitions because that's not what Black American means.
Okay, I'm not. I'm just saying when we're going back and forth about the TL's going back and forth about Kamala on if she's Black or not. So okay, you don't think Kamala?
You mixing race and what's the name?
No,
And
that's what I think the TL is doing. I'm not doing it.
You calling Kamala Black? Her ass is not Black. You just call Kamala a Black American. What
No,
the
I
hell?
did not.
You said she's Black and in America. Hold on, wait. She's a Caribbean, Asian American, but
She's Black.
racially she could identify as Black.
She can't racially identify as Black American from being from America and being Black.
No, because Black American is specific to Africans from slavery.
But you see, maybe we could cut this out. You're cutting it up because you telling me that we were all called Black just to put us all in the same thing, but that doesn't mean
We
that
were
we
all
are.
called African American to put us all in the same thing.
You said Black
No,
American.
Terrence, I said Jesse Jackson. In 1980, that's where we made the change from Negro and colored and Black to the professional term African American. But that just fit any Black person anybody that looked like you was going to be classified as that.
I feel like that's literally what I'm saying though.
But
Like, so me telling you you're African American, it dates back to when that time was. But now that's changed.
Now
You
that has
see?
changed, yes.
Now that has changed to if you are from Nigeria, but you live in America, you are African American, you are now Black.
yes.
But before, everybody could be Black. Before,
Yes, but-
everybody was African American. That's why I say, y'all, this could sound crazy,
But
but
that's-
legit, shit is legit changing.
It's called delineation, aka making things more specific. Black Americans felt the need to delineate because of things like what you were saying. We couldn't get a grasp on who was Black and who was for their country.
Right.
Therefore, Black Americans delineated to basically tell the world that if you're not a descendant of slavery, ADOS, then you're not Black American. If your mama wasn't from, this state, that state, ancestors were slaves or ancestral to this land, because that's also what they think,
Yeah.
then
I know that this shit.
it is a very spotty conversation.
I'm about to say, I know this is a horrible, it probably sounds ridiculous, but I think it absolutely is ridiculous that it's hard to get a grasp on who's Black and who's not. Like, the reason why y'all see the pushback on Kamala is because we don't know if she's like acting like she is a Black American, or we don't know if you're just putting on an act or if you're really that. Because like we said, if your parents don't come from that culture, we just have to believe that you came from it through association with the ones who were in it, I guess.
Right. And you are not sitting here telling me that you honestly think Kamala is a Black woman.
I am sitting here telling you that instead of us going back and forth on the TL, let's just all try to agree. Okay, bet. Because this is my thing. If we gonna say Kamala's not Black, we gotta say other people aren't Black.
But nah, you see, this is my thing with Kamala. Kamala Harris was literally sworn in as the first Native American something. I forget back in the day when she first came up. I don't even remember when she started referring to herself as a Black woman. I don't think the issue that people had with her
But you see
is so rooted in her ethnicity as it is people seeing that she's now acting like a Black American woman, or she conveniently acts like a Black American woman when she wants to. You with the AKA stepping. You can make a mean pot of greens. I was smoking hot sauce. I was smoking weed in in college.
But you on video with Mindy Kaling, and she says, you're an Indian, right? And you said, yeah. Hold up.
No, but you see, T.
Are you... No, and they're not
but
talking
you can
about...
be, though.
Sure, no, but in that conversation with Mindy Kaling, they're not talking about your blood more so than they were talking about culture. Oh, so you know that Indian women do this? Yes. Okay, so are you that, or are you the pot of greens?
Nah, but you could be both. You could be both. Look at Crew. Crew will have Dominican culture and Black culture. He's Black.
Okay.
But he's also Dominican. Does that make sense?
Okay, bet. So now we learning. Bet. Cool. So, yeah. So Crew is Black. He don't have to say...
Now,
are you going to say Crew is not Black?
No, you know what people's issue with Crew... You know what the Black issue with Crew would be? Is if Crew got in a room somewhere, and my child would never... But if Crew got in a room somewhere and said, I'm not Black, you know what I'm saying? To try and get away from what people look at as the stain of being Black.
Yeah.
Because what people don't say...
And that's what we see.
That's it. What people don't say is when the Jamaican dudes shoot the nigga in the head down the street, the news will say, Black man shot this person. Mm-hmm. We don't get the benefit of... delineation. We don't get that benefit.
That's a fact.
And this is the thing too that people don't get. Like, we basically are the only group of people that you can do nothing with. Black Americans are the only group of people you can't do nothing with us. You know why? Where you gonna send us? Africa, love y'all to death. I love all of my brothers and sisters from the continent or that are from there. But they don't want us back over there. You can't say, hey, we sending all these niggas back over to Africa. Africa gonna be at the door like, hold up.
Yeah.
I don't know where you gonna put them. Look, you can send the Jamaicans back to Jamaica. You can send this person that migrated from here back there. You can send the Hispanics back to the countries they came from. Where you gonna send the people that you made slaves?
Yeah.
You can't send us. You brought us here. We are literally stuck. And now... we the biggest motherfucking problem y'all got. Because now, guess what? Now we the culture. Now we helping shape. And
we've been the culture.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't expect us to persevere this way. Think about it. Think about everything Black folks had to do up to 1965 before the migration started. That migration don't happen. A lot of this conversation don't happen without Martin Luther King, without Malcolm X, without, I forget what Rudolph's last name or first name was, without Rudolph, without the NAACP trying to change immigration, because first we wanted people to come over here to help us fight.
Yep. I think going forward, I don't know how we define Black, y'all. We don't know who's really Black, because you got people that saying, come on, y'all, her father's Jamaican. She's Black.
I honestly... If you want to know my honest opinion, I let people...
I think, all right, bet.
I would feel...
Let's go back to that, but let's not switch back up then.
So,
she Black? Okay, so when we say she's Black, let's not have the Jamaicans come from left field and say she's Jamaican. Because isn't that what happened with hip hop? All of a sudden, hip hop is not U.S., hip hop was started in Jamaica because the nigga who started it here was Jamaican. Even though he was a FBA. Not really yes, because he's a descendant from slaves.
You talking about Kool Herc?
Yeah.
Kool Herc was Jamaican. He didn't create hip hop. That is a Jamaican. That is a lie that Jamaican niggas like Busta Rhymes will tell.
I think that's
they
bullshit
did not
too.
Create hip hop.
But that's exactly the example I mean, where I say, oh, everybody's Black until we see y'all do stuff like that.
Because now people want to cherry pick.
Yeah, now you want to get in and say, oh no, this wasn't a Black thing. This was a Jamaican thing. Hold on, wait. I thought we all Black.
Then we got John Leguizamo and Fat Joe and them saying, yo, we actually helped create hip hop too. It's like, goddamn, everybody, y'all play, you just because you played a role didn't mean you didn't create shit. Because if you did create, there would be remnants of it. You know what we created? We created most of the Southern mac and cheese recipes. You know that we created so much. Let me not even use that. We created hip hop. If you want
traffic light.
Hey, look, no. Matter of fact, because I needed something not necessarily itemized, but more so culture. So look, we created hip hop. If somebody say look at hip hop is majority Black Americans.
Yeah.
We are there because we created it. If y'all created it, where are y'all? Why isn't there a bunch of y'all? Why isn't that the main thing in your homeland? If y'all created it, it's not. You go over there, you hear something different than what you hear. You come here, you hear hip hop because that is the Black sound. It's our sound here. We created it. And now it's being copied everywhere. But if you ask me though, I would not like it if they called Kamala the first
Black woman
president, the first Black woman president, only because she haven't identified as Black her whole life. If somebody was to say her father's Jamaican, she's a Black woman, I'm not going to argue with you because technically,
that's why I said, okay,
you
so we
are
gonna,
correct.
Yeah.
But Kamala, where people call her out is because Kamala have not always lived a Black life, y'all. She have not always identified. She's
identified as Indian.
She was sworn in as the first Native American senator of something at one point. So that's what I feel like again, just to cap this conversation, I feel like people have issues with Kamala more so because of how she identifies with her Blackness.
Yes.
Versus her
versus
ethnicity and her, yes.
You killed it. You snapped it. That is exactly it. We don't know what team you on because you...
And that's what we do. When we don't know...
For my Jamaican folks that's listening to us,
shout out to y'all.
One of the best days of my life was in y'all country. I'll say that. Imagine me acting like I was from Jamaica, and then you see me act like I'm from the hood in PG County. I'm from PG County. Oh yeah, I'm from PG County. But then you see me say that I'm from Jamaica or I'm in y'all culture. Now I get that these are two different things because those are like because some of y'all don't recognize.
You can look at your ancestry.
Some of y'all don't recognize PG County as Black culture, but like there's Black culture and then there's Jamaican culture. Look, Haitian culture. Some people grew up eating straight Haitian food.
Yeah.
In America. You know? I've seen people say I'm not Black, I'm Haitian.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if we're going to change it back to the skin tone with Kamala.
Terrance, you see.
Because that's what they doing, Terrell. That is what the TL is doing. She has a Jamaican father. Come on. She's Black. Look at her skin. Okay, bet. So let's just make sure we keep the same energy if we're going to do that. Because, right?
It's just a very complex, and the thing about it is that we may never all come to an agreement because hardcore FBA, they not gonna go for it. Hardcore AAs, hardcore people that came from the continent,
yeah,
the diaspora wars will forever continue. I don't see an end of it just because.
You know why? Because people will continue to be Black when it's convenient. That's just me bringing back my perspective. The reason why we will always have this back and forth is because we will always see the lane switch and we do not have another lane to switch to. We gotta ride for this, for Black culture. We can't say
it's ours. That's all we got.
Like he said, when the Jamaican guy, the Nigerian guy, the Haitian guy shoot somebody, they put it on our culture. They don't say Nigerian man shoots Asian woman. They don't say that.
Black guy.
It was a Black dude. What do y'all think of when you think of Black people? Do you think of Americans or do you think of everybody with brown skin? See?
Nah, yeah, that shit is tricky. It's tricky.
Come on.
It's tricky.
We not. This conversation is horrid.
Yeah. we fresh off the plane fucking. Y'all are getting the podcast.
Y'all
you almost didn't get a podcast today.
You know how your teacher forget to collect the homework?
And you're like,
he's fucking up. And they say, oh, yeah, turn in your homework from yesterday, too. Shit.
Yeah. Hold on, now, this is us. Now, you can't. That's gaslighting now.
No, all I'm saying is
because they let me tell y'all Black ass niggas to do a pod. Y'all could have took a week off.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Anyway, I think that was a good conversation because guess what? A conversation like that is a mess. It's a mess because it is right now a mess.
That's what it is. I think the more we practice
good, healthy conversation and not being.
The more we stay open and willing to listen to each other, like that's the reason why I bring up Africans' experience with us when they was little.
Yeah.
They did. A lot of Africans had to tuck their culture and just act
And
black
just be black. Yeah.
to be cool. That's a part of it that, is a part of it.
It is.
Same thing growing up. They just getting comfortable. We just got to a point where, like, I think, honestly, even via the music, like, you starting to see black people fucking with more Afrobeat and the culture that they come from. You didn't see a lot of, like, TikToks and Reels and stuff with, like, people trying Nigerian food, or we eating some Ghanaian, what's the bomb-ass rice they make?
I don't even know.
I forget. But it's definitely been a spotty thing, so it is what it is. That's a dope picture.
A-Train.
But that conversation will always be all over the place.
It will. And just to end it, shout out to everybody from everywhere. It's love to everybody from everywhere. I think the country is a mess. And like you said, if we're going to get this shit together, black people, everybody black, right? I think we should just get rid of it. We should get rid of all of these bullshit divisions, or let's get some order with it.
It would take United Nations level.
All does it take is hey, how about we love each other? Get the fuck on thing, nigga. Get the fuck.
Yeah.
Take a bunch of those. Next thing you know, we say, you know what? We have to start making a change though, because I think they got us in a perfect position where we are all like, if we were all one united front as this, it'd just be a much better. We'd probably get something.
It's crazy how that dream, like Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan dream.
I know I was gonna say, it's crazy how Martin Luther King dream went from that to it's like, so you can think about it. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about is a dream. All of us all thinking the same way? Dream.
I just thought of the next $1 billion movie. So you remember the film Inception? But Martin Luther King's dream.
Terrance, that might be fire, because who's going back? Who's the architect?
Right, who is the architect that go back into Martin Luther King's dream?
Nah, see,
Terrell, you see how this nigga getting hype about
that's
it?
my favorite movie.
Terrell,
That's my favorite movie.
Terrell.
Terrance, that's my favorite. Can't do that.
Idea should be thrown in the trash. But look, you said, Terrance, you're cooking with grease. He thought I was cooking like that.
That's my favorite movie, and honestly,
how many of you thought I was cooking with that? Please know you're a part of the problem. We do not want to
type joint that goes in Martin Luther King.
Terrell, I don't think Martin Luther King had a real dream about us and then woke up and said, I'm writing a speech.
No,
I think he just talked about seeing the vision of the future.
It would actually be terrible, but you just used my favorite movie, which means there's potential there. There's something. And look, if you send me
you that nigga Tyler Perry was talking about. They serve white people. They are slaves. I'm good. I'm making another mea culpa too.
Highbrow Negroes.
Highbrow Negroes. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. There's times in life where you get a chance and a choice and a choice and a chance, and what a man chooses to do with his choice, that's his chance.
You just fucked that all the way up terribly.
It's a chance and a choice if Terrance doesn't fuck it up. All right. What a man chooses to do with his chance, that's his choice.
That's his choice.
I think y'all gonna like these this week. Maybe not. We've been on bullshit, fresh off the plane. Shit, whatever. What else?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shout out to USA. Shout out to Team USA. Shout out to the Olympics.
Whooping ass.
Leading
in gold medals across the entire Olympics.
like we always do.
Uh-huh.
Like we said, we ain't got a place to go back to. They brought us here, so that's why we rep that red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Feel me?
It's ours.
And it's most of us on them teams. So, anyway, shout out to Team USA. But we on chance and a choice. Would you rather smoke hookah while too drunk or be in public while too high?
Be in public while too high. 1000%. Hookah makes me nauseous, period. If I'm too drunk, I'm ruining everybody's night. I'm going to be like rolling in the back of the car with Slim, remember? On the way to the wedding?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I will be throwing up everywhere. I don't know. Shout out to everybody that just...
But you underestimating the too high in public.
I can deal with that.
Terrell, you were sick at, I watched you get too high. I mean, I watched you get too drunk and smoke hookah. All you did was throw up 2 feet before the toilet.
Yes, and that was the worst shit ever. It was bitches in the bathroom. First of all, we went to Air.
They don't have
Air has all gender bathrooms. So you walk in a little hallway space and every stall is closed, but it has the women and man logo on it.
Yeah, you could be washing your hands next to a
Oh my
shawty.
God, we had shout out to all my boys. Ryan and Rashad came home from New Mexico.
That's why he was.
We had all
That was
types of
when
mimosa.
your peer pressure friends come home.
Nah, yeah, I came straight.
Let's go jump off the house in the backyard.
Mind you, I was
30 years old. Fuck it.
Remember, I came to that joint straight from G House. I came from Gaithersburg into the city. And then look, we drinking mimosa. Then they got bottles. Then we got Don Julio. And then somebody got Casamigo. It was just It was just a lot of mixing happening. And I remember when I smoked that little bit of hookah, that shit made me nauseous. And I was walking to that all gender bathroom. And legit, the can was over there, and I did not make it to that can. I threw up on the floor, and then the little bit left that I had went in the can. And then I sat in my car on the phone with G for 3 hours in the parking lot in D.C. Could have got robbed by one of these young niggas, the Kia boys.
We get it. You had a rough experience.
And threw up again.
We get it. But being too high while in public, you're underestimating you're too high. And you're in public.
But see, I feel like people would be like, this nigga's fried and leave you alone. You ain't gonna throw up. Oh, but you might. You know what? When I get too high, sometimes I feel like throwing up.
I'm about to say, too high to me, I just always feel like I've always been, every single time in my life that I've been too high. And it's hard to be too high in public. Because believe it or not, the public bring your high down. Believe it or not.
I smoked before that Dev Haney fight.
I was high as hell one day in a grocery store. I don't know if it was Wegmans or Giant. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And this is probably what you can rate answer. What is the highest you ever? What's the time where you was like, yo, I'm way too high, and you around a bunch of people?
When we went to Six Flags, New Jersey, and we got on the biggest roller coaster in America. I have never been. First off, to remember, I had this little elephant pipe that I smoked out of.
Yes,
I got it the first time. I packed the fuck out of that joint. Could not see anything. It was just hot as fuck. I blazed and smoked the whole bowl, and we walked in that joint, and I will never forget just feeling like, I don't know what type of strand I had, but I was tweaking like shit in line. And we out there in New Jersey, and I'm gonna keep it a stack. If you go to the Six Flags in New Jersey, it's black folk. It ain't a mixed bag. It's mainly us. So I was a little like, I'm looking on my shoulder. Got on the fastest roller coaster ever. I felt like I was not in my seat. That was the highest I ever been, to the point where I was like, you know what? I've been drunk and nauseous. Give me that.
Nah, Terrance, I can't imagine being fried and getting on that ride.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I don't know how you did it.
I remember, Terrell. You don't remember, bro. I remember when that door opened and they said we was next. I'm like, I'm about to get on this bitch high as fuck. I remember thinking, I'm about to get in the front of y'all go to y'all YouTube and search, what's it called?
King da Ka.
The King da Ka. Search the King da Ka at Six Flags, New Jersey. And that's what me and Terrell got on the very front of. I was on a cloud. The scariest ride of my life. Hey, look, I don't want to get on again.
First of all, we got on the trash-ass Green Lantern first. That shit was ass.
That was a headache.
Yep, and we said, fuck it. What we gonna get on next? Mind you, we in New Jersey on a Sunday in May. No, June. It was June. Like Terrance had just got his new whip. We took that bitch across the country. Remember that?
Hell yeah.
We rolled out that joint and met Candace and them down there. But mind you, it was packed as fuck. We couldn't get on more than 3 rides. So we said, fuck it, we getting on the Kingdom. We ain't come all this way, ain't gonna get on that Kingdom. And we getting in the front.
We only got on 2 rides.
We got on the Green Lantern. Then we went and sat in that line for an hour and a half. And I ain't gonna lie, when we got to the front and that gate go, and your seat go up, and all you can see is that big ass hill, and you know you getting ready to take off 123 miles an hour because I'm a roller coaster.
147 miles per hour.
Terrance, it was not 147.
It was. Do your research.
It was 123.
Come on, Terrance. It was 147. I want to say 163.
I want to say it was 129. King.
Terrance, it's 143. I know. 143 miles an hour.
This nigga's wrong. 128, like I said. Even though I said 123, and then I said I think it's 129 because I knew
143. That's a little closer to 128.
I said 129.
No, what?
I said 123. I said 129. It's okay.
You got it. Anyway, fast as fuck.
That shit, I don't know how you did that, bro. Let me tell you though, the highest I ever been in public was at the motherfucking Dev Haney fight. It was the very beginning of the Drake Kendrick beef. The nigga, I forget, he listened to this podcast. Shout out to bro if you listening still today, months later. Hopefully, nigga still does. But the nigga came to me and was like, what's good, bro? I listened to the podcast. I remember thinking, I don't even know what this nigga looked like. I just remembered like a non-playable character just talking to me, and I'm like not even focused on that.
Bro, yes.
And then when Dev Haney started getting his ass whooped, I started to trip out because I'm like, is this really happening? We talking big shit to the Mexicans in this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Now, we've heard this story before, right?
Yes, I'm not going to tell the whole thing.
Okay.
But that was the highest that I've ever been.
I didn't
See, look, you see,
cut it that short.
Nigga end up
he
giving.
ended it.
Yeah.
But you were talking big shit
Because you
to
bitch
the
ass nigga.
Mexicans.
Some people that might be their first time listening.
Okay, go ahead.
No,
That's
no,
what
no,
I'm saying just before.
That's it.
Let me give you another story, a different story that they probably haven't heard. The highest I've been, do you remember? I had this girl in my crib and she ate all of that food, remember?
Another story we've already heard, but the people
but
that haven't heard it yet.
That wasn't in public. Long story short, on the first side of it, I smoked with this girl. She was acting like she didn't get high. So I smoked by myself, but it was my first time smoking in a minute. The nigga had gave me a gram when I was in school. Remember the dude said, if you do the work, bro, I'm going to give you a G.
Shout out to Steve. He just liked the picture of your baby shower. So shout out to Steve. Yes, sir.
I hope he's doing good. He gave me a G. The nigga said he was going to give me a G. Y'all, I did the homework. I said, we down here with some rich niggas. He's giving me $1,000.
Yeah.
I bust my ass on that project. We did it. We got a good grade. He said, I'm going to give you the G after class. I said, the nigga's giving me $1,000 after class.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what I'm going to buy. The nigga dapped me up and he had a rock, for the rock in my hand. I opened it. Foil, weed. Oh.
That's what the nigga
This
meant.
is the G. He said, you earned that. You earned that. I'm going home smelling like, you know what I'm saying, skunk. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I didn't get $1,000. I'm smoking. I'm telling Shorty come through. I smoked when I was in high school, remember?
I remember.
Shorty came over and she said I was tweaking. She said I was geeked up. She said, you keep laughing at shit. What the fuck is funny? She said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Left. That was fucked up. Never leave. I feel like that's fucked up. Ladies, just know it's
This
fucked
nigga,
up.
for context, this nigga Terrance thought he was going to hear the bathroom door close from his room, and he heard the front door close from his room. Got up and saw she was gone.
I honestly feel like that's some of the most disrespectful thing you can do. Ladies, if a man is hosting you.
Bobby Witt, Grand Slam.
Bobby Witt!
Bobby Witt!
Bobby Witt! Damn, did I take Rob?
He been showing up, Gunner. I've been fighting for your ass on the TL.
Anyway, y'all, I just feel like it's disrespectful if you just walk out of somebody's house and don't say anything. That's not, and you leave, and then they gotta text you, where'd you go? And you say you had to leave. Do you remember when I went over? It was you, Tyler, James, Ashton, fucking, what was the dude's name? Lauren, Jack. It was a packed crib in college. Remember I went in there? Soon as I walked in, y'all, I'm thinking that my high is gone. When I walked in, everybody I felt like looked right at me. Remember, I'll never forget this. I walked in and I said, what? I was like, what are y'all looking at? Everybody was like, fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
My heart was beating fast and shit. I was like, holy shit, I'm tweaking. And then look, y'all was looking, y'all were like, you good? Remember you said, you good? Terrell was like, you look like you was just crying.
Yeah. Because the nigga.
Do you remember that?
Oh, Terrance, I remember this day like yesterday.
Yeah, you said you look like you been crying.
Up there. I told this nigga, because first of all, if a nigga is getting some pussy in the house with you and you don't really have nothing going, I don't want to hear nothing through the wall. I don't want to put on no headphones. I don't even want to be a part of the situation. I said, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So I leave. I go to James and them house. I'm riding up Summer Walk. This nigga still on pop. So we was still at the pop. Later.
I came
after
late.
You was tweaking.
Yes, and look, we rode bikes. Everybody that I rode past, I swear did this. Everybody that I rode past was looking at me ride past, and I was riding my bike like, oh shit, let me hurry up and get upstairs. I'm already nicked.
Nah, yeah.
Then when I got in there, I'm like, fuck are y'all looking at? Bro, see, that's why I said, yo.
And when Terrance came up there, I'm thinking shit must have went left with Shorty, because we all in there. We used to freestyle. We playing beats. James got the gin, and we We drinking, we got a little drinks going. We playing beer pong. Hey, what's good, bro? This nigga come in red-eyed.
I was ready.
I don't think he smokes.
Yeah, he didn't know that I smoked.
So I said, why it look like you been crying? The nigga didn't tell me he was smoking, but he's mad that
And y'all, look, I'm tweaking the whole
He's mad
time.
I ain't tell him the first time I kissed a girl before.
That was
But
bullshit.
this
That's
bitch
a whole
ass nigga was getting blazed before me.
Terrell, but we smoked in high school. You knew I was capable of smoking, and you knew Steve gave me that G. You ain't know I was gonna spark it.
I ain't know you were, I didn't even know how the hell the nigga did it. And this nigga, Terrance in college was the college smoker. He used to take the top of a 2-liter Sprite with the drill a hole into,
I used to made a gravity bomb.
You was a real stoner in college.
I was. I listened to nothing but Wiz Khalifa, nothing but
Cushion OJ 2010 Jam Session.
Yes,
Just
sir!
you wait! Wait till y'all see that.
All right, come on. We're moving on with a chance in the choice. All
right, bet.
Be a superstar player in Milwaukee or be a role player of a championship team in LA.
I would take LA. I don't need to be the superstar. That's too much pressure. I'd rather be the Austin Reeves. Here you go, Bron. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
In LA, I feel like my family would thrive in LA. It's not
taxes is crazy in LA. Come on, keep it. Let's look at this
I'm
whole
a role
situation.
player, so I'm still a millionaire.
You're a role player.
Terrance, Austin Reeves still getting a bag.
Okay, look, Kentavious Caldwell Pope was a role player in Denver last year.
Getting
Where's
a
his
bag.
black ass at now?
He's getting a bag though. Look at his girls. They go everywhere happy. They don't give a damn where they go.
We'll put it like this.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope has a life I would want if I was an NBA player.
And shout out to Kentavious Caldwell Pope because he's got a great, beautiful family.
Yes.
Great guy. But guess what? Hard truth, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And
why we using KCP as the
just because look, they would never put KCP on the front of 2K. But if you're the star player in Milwaukee, or you're the star player Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in
Oklahoma City, you not in LA. You not on and I'll put championship just to make it a little bit more spicy, y'all. Nah, yeah,
but
that's true.
You're the star player in a small town. You're that guy on this team. So you can
be Saquon on the Giants or Saquon on the Eagles.
Nah. Because you're not Saquon on the Eagles. Because I don't think Saquon on the Eagles is a role player. I think this is getting ready to be disgusting.
Nah, yeah, no bullshit.
You know what I mean? He's superstar. Just like fucking, did you forget Henry is in Baltimore now? This year is about to be nutty.
God.
Like, you can't say, oh, he's just a role player running back. Nah,
yeah.
You know?
Okay, no, like.
So you are, like you said, you're Austin Reeves. You're not Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Luka Doncic.
I'm like,
not Luka, because that's Dallas. I mean, you're the star on the small team. That's why I said Milwaukee. I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. I'd rather be the star in Milwaukee. I know they say championships are everything, but look how many players that we have that are solidified from being a star in a small town, but they didn't really get that championship ring. James Harden in Houston, Gilbert Arenas in Washington. Mm-hmm. You know, I can go on and on for days of the people that weren't able to take it there. Charles Barkley in Phoenix. Y'all can do the math and y'all can think of players. I think those players have a more iconic legacy with no rings than a role player does with a ring. Because look, Kyle Kuzma is an NBA champion. But when you think of Kyle Kuzma, and this is no offense because Brody is a hooper, that's DC shit. He's our guy. But I don't think people put respect on his name as an NBA champion because he was a role player when he did it.
Nah, that's true.
You know?
I mean, that's true.
I'd
and
rather lose 5 championships as the star in a small town than win the championship as a
But you know what? They're
going
to put you in the same boat. And, I mean, Chris Paul didn't get to play in 5 finals.
Yeah.
But they going to put you in that, oh, you don't got a ring, shut the fuck up bucket. But guess what? You could beat Kendrick Perkins and go sit on the stage and say,
right,
he need to get it together.
And
because guess what? What you gonna tell Big Perk? He got rings.
What you tell him?
Draymond couldn't say what Draymond says to some of these other cats to a nigga like Perk. You gotta take a different angle. You gotta talk about his game. But you can't say, I got rings.
But he a role player. So he can. There's a difference. I'll tell you this. Draymond Green can't talk like that to Carmelo Anthony because yes, you have rings, Draymond. But okay, bet y'all. Who does the NBA culture look at as more of a iconic player? Draymond Green or Carmelo Anthony? Melo.
It will be Melo.
People want to be like Melo. Melo was not a role player ever.
I'm thinking about my life. I get my 13-3
Do
or
you not know that Dame
10-5
Dollars
and
is
7?
getting Milwaukee Bucks and he's getting Portland Trail Blazers right now? You know what I'm
that
saying?
nigga rolling in dough.
Pay me. Or maybe he's not.
Oh, you know what happened? The
Yes,
cap
he is.
actually increased, and what happened was
Maybe I'm just having PTSD from John Wall. On Bill.
Jesus Christ.
Christ.
Right. Washington sports, Jack.
Bill took that fat
Terrence.
ass deal from us and then did.
What is the next joint? Chance and a charge.
This one is a little trigger
Raunchy?
warning, I'll say.
Okay.
This one's you have to if you had a chance and a choice and a choice.
Do
and a
we
chance,
have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gun to your head, Jay Prince. Nigga, you gonna do what the fuck I say.
Here, John.
Rob a sweet old lady or stick up a church.
I'm going to just take the wordless from the lady and call it a day.
You're gonna rob a sweet old lady.
You about to go in that joint like Ice Cube and Lee John and hold up a church?
Well, you know what? Steal from the church. Not stick up a church. Let's switch.
What can I steal?
Rob a sweet old lady or steal from the church. Look,
This how y'all
Pastor
know.
said, hold on, wait, I think I need a towel. And he goes this way. And that collection plate just got left empty. Nobody's looking.
Oh, I 100% would do that.
I would keep it
You
in
know what I
stack,
would
y'all.
say? I would say look at past the shoes.
Terrell,
How do you
know
afford?
who
I would blame
Terrell,
somebody.
Do you know who you're stealing from?
Well, 1,000 sweet old ladies.
Terrell, you're stealing from God. You're stealing money from the collection plate.
If you rob a sweet old lady, you also stealing from God.
You just said, I'm taking her Werther's and a $50 bill that was going to the collection plate. But I feel like sticking up a church or robbing from a church, ooh,
It's a different type of
playing
karma
with
that come with that.
fire.
Yeah, you gonna get struck by lightning or some shit. They gonna say how he died. It was some crazy shit. Nigga got hit in the head by.
As much as it would harm me, I would say, I'll help you across the street, old lady.
And then what?
And you're going to give me everything you got. Oh, did you need help across the street? It looks like it says walk. Come on, let's go. And empty that bag.
I followed you out the right aid. All right, look, I gotta agree to
Not
disagree.
stealing from God.
I gotta agree to disagree. It's only a few. This was from a conversation that's happening on TikTok. Shout out if you a TikTokian, you in the streets, you know. Ordering fajitas on somebody's birthday is disrespectful.
Candace told me about this because the plate's gonna come and it's gonna be sizzling.
Yes.
So if I order sizzling chicken and shrimp on your birthday and my plate come out sizzling, you're sick because they said, who got? Oh yeah, pass that down.
Nah, it's because your plate, and it's funny, this is a conversation on TikTok, it's random as shit. But if somebody order fajitas on your birthday, that motherfucker gonna come out on a platter, it's gonna be sizzling, it's gonna be good. Everybody gonna give you attention and say, yo, damn, what you get? Hey, that look fire. If you get a sizzling chicken and shrimp on Fridays, that motherfucker comes sizzling on a fucking cast iron wide plate, wood grain, outer joint, 2 handles, hold it, it's hot.
Hold up.
Everybody, you getting a little bit of attention. That's why people say it's disrespectful. You're supposed to order something tame. They come on a regular plate. Now, this is some TikTok shit.
It is.
Because I don't give a damn, of course.
Yeah.
But fuck it for the pod. Next one. Buffalo Wild Wings fell off. But at its height, they passed Hooters. They had me in the beginning. Because I said, okay, agree. They fell off. But at their height,
Never touched Hooters.
they
never
passed
touched Hooters.
Hooters.
They never touched Hooters.
I was confused on this. But I think
Hooters
it might
had a
be
height.
yes. Terrence, it might be yes.
Terrell, okay, Hooters fell off before Buffalo Wild Wings.
They did.
But Hooters' height was higher than Buffalo Wild Wings. Hooters wings, when they came in that Hooters look, that joint with the... Because I don't think they're going to give you a bullshit box now. Does Hooters still got they to-go joints?
I know, the white with the orange.
The white with the orange?
I don't know.
They was in their bag
And
back
they had-
when it was a thing. Like
Yeah, you
going
know,
up.
it was titties, it was...
Do you remember going to Hooters in California, in Hollywood?
Mm-hmm.
I remember thinking I'm about to see the biggest pair of titties I've ever seen.
This
I'm in
nigga was,
Hollywood.
and he was 8 years old.
And I was
freaky
young
ass
as
young
shit.
nigga.
But think about it. When you young, Hooters was about what?
Titties. It
Titties.
was. Yeah. And we
Especially
only
with
went
our
with our.
freak-ass old men
We
dads.
went with Dad, Uncle
Oh,
Bo. We went with
yeah.
everybody. All the uncles went.
All the boys went, and we
Uh-huh.
was wow.
Remember that?
Maybe we'd be taking Crew Boy with us somewhere. Yo, you old enough? Get some hair on your chest.
Terrance, you ain't getting ready to little Boosie, my child. What, you want to take him to the strip club, let him throw a few ones?
Damn, yeah, no bullshit.
He's a child.
Nigga, we talking about Hooters. He can sit there and eat wings. He don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm hitting the bar.
Let me get a blue.
That's why we bringing him. Fuck it.
Let me get a blue Hawaiian.
Because I don't want Cheryl to know that I'm here.
Yeah.
Did you tell her out back?
Does Lynette know I'm down the street? Don't tell her.
Tell her we're going to the
Tell her I'm
Golden
already on the
Corral.
way home. And fix me a plate.
And she,
I came for a plate. All right, look, I got one more. Agree to disagree. Flaming hot chips all taste the same for real. I agree with that. And I know that might make me an uncultured, you're not a real hot chip eater.
No
but
way.
as a casual, a hot chip is a hot chip for me.
Terrell, there's
Now,
no way
if
you
it's
think
gonna
hot
be-
fries
hold on,
taste
wait.
like... Okay, go ahead.
Flaming hot Cheetos taste the damn same as flaming hot Funyuns.
Okay, yeah,
Taste
yeah.
the damn same as flaming hot anything else.
Terrell, that's like saying
I'm not
sour cream
saying
and onion
all-
ruffles taste the same as sour cream and onion Lay's.
So, but is
The
that
same
a
as sour cream and onion corn chips.
so? Hold on, wait. Is that a flavor?
Yeah, flaming hot is a flavor.
Nah, but you see the Jason Tatum Ruffles are flaming hot BBQ.
Nah, see, you're wrong.
So it's flaming hot. Just I'm gonna put this red shit on. It's gonna make it hot.
Oh, hold up. There's two bags.
The Jason Tatum Ruffles is the flaming
Jason
hot
Tatum is
BBQ.
Flaming hot barbecue, yeah. That nigga's chip is the best. He got the best ruffle.
He does not have the best ruffle. The best ruffle is the classic.
The best ruffle is
Plain.
the Jason Tatum flaming hot barbecue. My God. Get fried, Terrell. Your mouth gonna feel like you getting ready to just fucking...
I got a bag in the crib because y'all told me to get them nasty. I mean, well, they're not nasty. Actually good. I can only eat 5 of them.
God, that shit sits to your teeth and that shit just goes crazy.
Why y'all enjoy that?
I don't
I
really
used to
enjoy
work
it.
with this dude named
Shit
Hassan.
sell.
Hassan used to like his food spicy, and I would watch him eat, and it just would not look like he was enjoying it, but I guess he was. VG Jr.
He's a bitch. Of course he hits a home run today. If I take the nigga, he gonna go 0 for 5. What did that dude say? Major losing... Men losing bets. I forget what he called it.
MLB.
Money losing business or some shit. Like, trust
All of y'all are
Yeah,
just
money losing betting.
all of y'all are just miserable gamblers.
Yeah, we are.
Y'all should have listened to Meet the Grams when Kendrick said you got gambling problems, something problems. Y'all was like, oh shit. Y'all should have been looking in the mirror at yourselves.
You know, the rap artist, you're a scam artist with dreams of...
Terrance, you be talking about a whole different side. I just said Meet the Grams. Boom, 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 boom. All right, y'all.
Dear Aubrey.
We're getting ready to wrap this bitch up because honestly, I have slept 3 hours in the past 48.
Yes.
My goodness. But
We have the same movie
motherfucking
suggestion of the week,
yes,
which is going to be...
Presume Innocent. I'm only on episode 3, y'all. Let me tell you, the highest critically acclaimed, just one of the best, what they call finales of a short series in a minute, they say. You know what I'm saying? They say like, yo, this was well done front to back. And honestly, 3 episodes in, man. My boy Jake Gyllenhaal, I'll say this. Jake Gyllenhaal is the most slept on actor of all time. And the only reason why I say that is because I think he deserves way more gold than he has. Jake Gyllenhaal has about 10, 12 Oscar-worthy performances dating back to when he was a little one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal is that dude.
He just can never get it because it's always a year somebody else do something and go crazy. But Jake Gyllenhaal went crazy in this show. It's on Apple TV Plus. Let me just tell y'all, Apple TV Plus, I don't know if you've seen it came out, that Apple TV Plus Netflix get more views in a day than Apple TV Plus get in a month.
Of course.
Because
they that much bigger, though.
Right. But it's without a doubt
They say Apple TV
Apple
Plus,
TV.
they spend more money though.
Yes, and that's the thing. That's how you know Apple rolling in cash. Some of that is some of
That iPhone money is over here.
Over here.
Trust me, you don't want to talk about money with Netflix. We can talk money.
We can
over
talk
here.
about viewership.
Yeah, we can talk about subscriptions and stuff like that. But money,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. It's a very different. I sit at the table very different in a different room.
Different room.
But Apple TV has been killing it with content. I also finished one of my joints, Defending Jacob, was the last week or a week before that. That's also on Apple TV Plus. Use your fucking Apple ID, log in, do a free trial. You know you got a free trial when you bought them Beats or you bought that new Beats pill. It's probably a free 3 months in your email somewhere.
Yes.
But that joint is fire. Also, Wolverine versus Wolverine Deadpool joint.
My boy Donald is telling me that's his favorite movie of the year.
Bro, 438 million this weekend. Biggest weekend in like film history. That joint. Something like that. They say. But, boy, they gonna wrap it up.
Shout out to everybody who showed love on the IG post, showed love on Twitter, shows love to A-Train. It means a whole lot to me and her. Welcoming baby Sonny into the world is gonna be like it's gonna be the ninth wonder of the world. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like y'all being a part of it means a lot. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody who bought gifts from the registry, man. I'm gonna make sure that I find out each and every one of the people that actually did that and definitely reach out to you because that's a little bit special. Your messages are getting here and we're literally getting all of it. I gotta go downstairs and get some more, but
figure out what's down there.
it's a great thing and what a beautiful time.
For sure. Yeah, so that is gonna wrap up episode 212. Sheesh. Realist 9 on Patreon. We got content, comments. Stay tuned. The ladies are out of town.
Yes, sir. Let's
Next
work.
time.
Tastes so good, make you wanna slap your mama. Don't it, Willie?
Yo, it's the Mallory Bros Podcast.